saw with DeRozan, the bonus led to a key on three. Specifically with DeRozan, what do you think the potential is with that DHO game with him and Sabonis?
I tell you what, it can be off the charts, and mainly because of Lamar's ability to pass the basketball. You know, I said this before. You think that, okay, hey, he's a guy that's going to ISO on that long post area, or he's going to ISO right off the elbow. But man, he can bring in a transition. He can play the pick and roll game. And now the DHO game is a different element to where he may not be easily blitzed if he has it going. And so once he gets that ball, if you go under, and Domas does the DHO low enough, it's a wrap. If you chase him over and he gets to a sweet spot, it's a wrap in terms of scoring. But his added ability of playmaking, whether it's hitting Domas in the pocket or because of who he is, the gravity of him touching the paint and drawing somebody else, his ability to spray the basketball, it could be really good for us.
Is there a perfect world situation? I mean, I know there are teams that are starting preseason games after just a few days. In your mind, if you're constructing your perfect plan, when would you like to see your first opposition in terms of preseason games?
I like the way our schedule is right now. We've had, I don't know, we've been twice already, so we'll practice for the 6 for us maybe, something like that. And so for us to be where we are right now, we're going to come in, we're going to scrimmage amongst ourselves tomorrow and treat it like a game. We'll give them Sunday off, and then have a couple more practices before our first preseason game. I like how the schedule is. And by the time that first preseason game comes around, our guys will really be chomping at the bit to go play somebody else, and so it'll be a good thing for all of us to see another color jersey.
Do they grow tired of beating up on each other, and how much do you like seeing that from them, especially when you're emphasizing physicality?
Yeah, they get tired of it, and sometimes it can get a little chippy, which you like as a coach. You don't want anybody to just keep getting hit and not say anything. You want somebody to say something or stand up to whoever's doing whatever they're doing and say something back and let them know, hey, I'm here. Not just on the floor, but I'm here verbally too. And I'm going to keep coming. Every little thing ain't going to stop me from coming. So you like that. And, they're not to the point yet where they want to see another jersey, but it's going to come sooner than later.
Say, Mike, I want to ask you this question. I haven't been here for the last couple of practices, though, but I know the slack.
You're getting fined.
I'll accept it. I'll pay it, as long as it's going to charity.
Okay.
But like last season, you always emphasized that you always want to keep either DeMontis or De'Aaron on the floor in that second unit. Now you have more options with DeMar. Is that something that you and your coaching staff been looking at, as far as changing that dynamic?
Yeah, you have the luxury now of keeping 2 of the 3 guys on there, and then you throw in a guy like Keegan, you throw in a guy like Malik, and it really adds to what you can do when you're going to your subs on the bench. And so you're conscious of it, but I haven't really sat down with a minute sheet yet and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. So it definitely does add more excitement to the table when you're talking about the different teams you can put out there.
Mike, you mentioned the other day sometimes you have a coach walking together from drill to drill. Yeah. Obviously, so he can see what's going on. But how important is it as part of that to also keep him involved with the team rather than isolate during the stream, so he still feels a big part of it?
It's extremely important because, in our business, when you're removed from the team, it could be a lonely feeling, and you can feel like people have forgotten about you. But our coaches found a little thing on him online where when he signed his rookie deal, they had cameras following him around. And he went to Mercedes-Benz dealership, and then he went to a jewelry store, and you look at all this bling bling, and they're talking about a Maybach and all that, and oh my gosh, our veterans, especially DeMar, like, you just got your first deal, rookie. Keep that money in your pocket, And so to be able to do stuff like that, to get them or to make them feel engaged still is definitely a big thing, not just for them, but for all of our guys that are injured.
Mike, you've had a couple of days to look at the back end of the roster. Where are you at with that 14, 15 spot? Is there anyone who's standing out that maybe has separated themselves a little bit?
You know what? I tell you what, Monty and Wes have done a great job of getting guys in training camp that have a great feel for the game, that are good guys, that are play hard, and that, where we don't have to spend a lot of extra time with their attitude or even trying to teach them because they're in here all the time and or they pick it up very easily. So, a lot of guys are making their presence shown. I thought Isaiah did a great job, and he's on a two-way here, but he did a great job today hitting the glass. Isaac did a great job hitting the glass, and not only that, both those guys, they knocked down a couple of catches, and they were great defensively. Terry he's about as tough as they come, and his physical presence on the floor, whether it's offensive rebounding and or defending, is second to none for a young guy. Broderick's a guy that picked up the stuff really easily. Scal has shown that he's a worthy vet in being here. So I'm not trying to be quote unquote political about it, but every guy we've talked as a staff, we've almost talked about every guy at different times after practices that just kind of made us raise our eyebrows and go, okay, he's adding to camp. Now at the end of the day, will he make the team, or will he be in the G League, or will that happen? This or that happen? I don't know, but you feel good about the guys that we have in camp right now and the progress, not only that they're making, but how they're helping push all of the guys in front of them.
Mike, I know obviously these guys are spending a lot of time together in here, getting their work in on the floor. Do you know of any of them spending personal time together and the team bonding outside of the gym and outside of the facility?
I don't know. I'm sure they do. Like Malik, anytime he goes golfing, it seems like Keegan is with him. So I'm sure they are, but I don't know.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you. Appreciate that.